All right. What a good morning. Well, thank you for joining us. Today is January the 13th, 2025, and we're looking at 1 Samuel chapter 6, verses 19 and 20. Here's what the text says. And he struck some of the men of Beth-shemesh because they looked upon the ark of the Lord. And he struck 70 men of them. And the people mourned because the Lord had struck the people with a great blow. Then the men of Beth-shemesh said, who is able to stand before the Lord, this holy God? And to whom shall he go up away from us? All right. Now, while the return of the ark clearly brought great joy, the events that followed served as a sobering reminder of God's holiness. Some men of Beth-shemesh, despite knowing the sacredness of the ark, looked upon it with irreverence. And their casual disregard for God's holy presence resulted in judgment as 70 men were struck down. Now the community, once rejoicing, was now mourning. And they were grappling with the loss of these men, and they were grappling with the weight of God's holiness. Now, this passage really does underscore an important truth about God's character. He is both loving and he is holy. And while his presence is a blessing, it also demands reverence and obedience. So the men of Beth-shemesh learned a painful lesson that approaching God casually or even carelessly leads to consequences. So their question is, who is able to stand before the Lord, this holy God? And it really does reflect their realization of their own unworthiness and the need for a mediator between them and the Lord. Now, in many ways, their question points forward to the ultimate mediator, who's Jesus Christ. And as sinners, none of us can stand before a holy God on our own merit. But through Christ's sacrifice, we are able to approach God with confidence, not in our righteousness, but in his. And the judgment at Beth-shemesh reminds us to hold God's holiness in awe while we also rejoice in the grace that he provided through Jesus Christ. So let me ask you, how do you balance reverence for God's holiness with gratitude for his grace? Take time today to reflect on both aspects of his character. Approach him in prayer with a heart of humility, acknowledging his holiness, and with gratitude for the access that you have through Christ. And let this awareness shape your worship, drawing you closer to the God who is both transcendent, but also near. Listen, I hope you have a great day. I'll look forward to seeing you right back here tomorrow. Take care.